Today I'm hoping to make a toadstool mushroom out of paper, or like a mushroom that you might see in the Mario games. So for origami we need square pieces of paper. And so if you have two-sided origami paper, that's perfect. If you don't, like me, you have a couple of options. One of is to measure out on paper and make two squares. So we have one side for the bottom part and red for the top. So what you can do is take a ruler, and let's say we want our mushroom to be 5 inches, or maybe 6 inches. So I'm going to make a toadstool that has a square, uses a square that's 6 inches. And since it's a square, it has to have 4 equal sides, right? So that's 6 inches. And then we measure again. So we bring our ruler to the line. And we make a little tiny mark. So that's going to be 6 inches. And then we would make another line. Okay. And then all you have to do is cut it. And then you would do the same thing with a different color, and you could glue them together. Or if you didn't have another color, you could just color in one side. So whatever color you want the top of your mushroom to be. So in my case, I want it to be red. So I would color this in red. It's always handy to put a piece of paper under you when you're coloring, so you get off the paper without getting it on your surface. And so now we have two-colored paper, right side, red side. Now, if you didn't have a ruler or you didn't want to practice those ruler skills, the other way that I've shown before is how to turn a rectangle piece of paper. This is rectangle because it has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. Is to take one of the lower corners. So I take the left one and I bring it up, 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 up until it is lined up with the top. And then I make the crease. So this is holding up here, while left hand, helper hand, is making a very defined crease. And all you have to do is cut off this extra rectangle here, and you have a square. 4 sides, all the same length. And then again, you could color one side red and work with this size paper. Since it's a bit bigger, it might be a bit easier to fold. Whatever color we want the top of our mushroom to be, that is going to be facing down first. Okay? So it's down. So now I'm going to fold this half to this one. So I'm going to hold with left hand, pinch with right, bring it down, down, down. The edges are not touching, so I have to keep going until they're pretty close. Can't see much white there. And then that left helper hand is going to hold while right makes that crease. Okay. So that is this first step. So now we're going to open it back up again. And we made this very nice line. Now, if your student has visual impairments, you can also help them by making a line with a crayon or a highlighter, or you could even use painter's tape if it was something that you wanted to be able to remove. Okay, so here I have this line, kind of went off a little bit. Sorry about that. But I'm going to bring this top part to the middle crease. So I'm not there, I'm not there. Red is not touching the crease or my red line yet. Scooch, scooch, scooch. Oh, it might be on one side, but it's not on that side, which means I need to even it out. Okay, now I can push again. So now we're going to flip the paper over. Whoop. So now red's facing up, or the top part, and you are going to bring this bottom piece up to the middle. Okay, again, you can feel the crease, but you can barely see the crease. So if you want to give yourself a line to kind of go off of, that's totally fine. So we're going to hold up here, use our thumbs, and come up to the line and push. Okay, and then we're going to pick up the right side. We're going to kind of manipulate that crease, because if the paper's not doing what we want it to do, see how there's that awkward fold there? I need to use my hand to make it do what I want to do. So we're going to fold kind of in half. So we're going to bring this edge over. See, my paper's not working with me, so I got to help it. And then we're just going to fold like the top part, like one finger. And I'm going to put a little mark where that crease was. Okay, I'm going to make it super big so that you guys can see it. Okay, so now we're going to take the right edge again, and we're going to fold to that mark, but we're going to only push and make a crease on the white part. So I'm not folding the red, I'm only folding the white, because this is what I'm going to do with the red. Red is going to pop out. Pinch the corner, pop it out, left hand kind of holds that in place. And see, it's kind of sloping down, so I want to keep going until it's straight. And then I squish. Okay, we're going to do the same thing over here. So we take our left side, we take our left corner, we bring it to that midline, that orange dot, and I don't want to squish the top because I'm going to be pulling it out, so I only want to squish the bottom. So left is going to make a crease there. And then I'm going to pinch that bottom corner. Right hand's going to hold down that paper and pop it out. And there we have a mushroom. Now, in order to kind of make the bottom part look a little bit more like a mushroom, you could bend in kind of the top part of your stem. You could bend it on both sides to kind of give it that more hourglass curved shape, but that's totally up to you. Okay, so there's our little mushroom. It's also practice folding on a line. So if I gave a student I was working with lines to fold on, what I would do is I would have them flip the paper over so that the lines are down, and then I would have them pinch and hold the paper and go back, 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 until they see the line. And if it's lined up, then they can pinch. If it's not lined up, you don't want to pinch yet. So it would be the same with this one. So we've got a line there, and we're going to go back, 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 till I see the line. And if I was like this, I can only see part of the line, so that's not going to work. So I got to fix the paper, and then pinch. And then we will only have to cut out a couple dots. So this is great practice for cutting. It also is great for strengthening fingers because this is multiple pieces of paper at the same time. So we're going to cut out a circle. So we're going to start, since I'm right-handed, on the right side, and I'm going to turn my paper slowly with my left as my right squeezes, but I'm not closing those scissors. Turn, turn, turn. Ta-da! No points. So I am going to use a couple of these. I'm going to cut one in half. Open my glue stick. Practice using appropriate amounts of glue. And there we have a toadstool mushroom. Now, if it was one of the ones in Mario, it might have a face. So great practice for making small shapes and then practicing coloring inside the lines using only our fingers as movement. You might need to help by holding that wrist down and just saying, all right, move your fingers, color in the circle, because then that wrist can't go like this. Make tiny circles around and around. Give him a smile. And there we have our origami mushroom.